Oh, thank you, ITEC, for inviting me to join you today. And I want to say a big congratulations to all the winners that were just announced. Congratulations and great job. And I also want to start by congratulating you on 50 years of organized support for technology in education in Iowa. You know, in today's disruptive, rapidly changing world, your mission matters more than ever. Given how technology impacts every aspect of our lives, it's not surprising that today's kids are more tech-savvy than ever before. And that poses some interesting challenges for educators and schools, as well as significant opportunities. By providing K-12 and post-secondary educators with resources and ideas, you're driving the transformative power of technology in education. The work you do together is critical to prepare students to be lifelong learners ready for the 21st century digital workplace. And really, there's probably no single issue that directly impacts the future growth of our state as having a workforce that's prepared to thrive in the jobs of the digital, skills-based, and disruptive economy. This is not just an economic issue. It's also a fundamental quality of life issue for Iowans in the years ahead. And really, that's why we launched and this year funded our Future Ready Iowa initiative, and it's a fantastic fit for what you're doing every day. Future Ready Iowa sets the ambitious goal of having 70% of Iowans in the workforce achieve education or training beyond high school by the year 2025. And Future Ready Iowa and work-based learning will show students that the path to success isn't a single paved highway, but rather it's a diverse network of educational opportunities, all that leads to a workforce filled with skilled, savvy, nimble workers, and most importantly, lifelong learners. For today's high school graduates, earning a post-secondary credential is essential. And there are many ways to earn that credential. Of course, there are 2- and 4-year degrees, but there are also registered apprenticeship programs or shorter-term credentials, especially if they're stackable, such as moving from a CNA to an LPN to a registered nurse. And of course, earning as much college credit while still in high school to hold down college debt is another big, big plus. To that end, better using technology to improve academic achievement and foster skills like innovation is critical. And I love it. I see it when I'm in the classrooms. These kids are responding to the opportunity to infuse technology into what they're doing. And that means many things. It means from expanding high-quality computer science instruction, which is one of my top priorities, to updating data management tools. We're all looking ahead to next steps, but I wanted to acknowledge those of you who have been a part of driving technology in education for decades. Just think of the changes that we've witnessed. From the cassette recorder with 16mm film projectors to floppy disk and Tandy computers running the Oregon Trails in the 80s, to, I know, right? Right? To zip drives in the 90s, and then along came iMacs and CDs. Turn of the century brought smart books and flash drives with 8 gigs of memory into the Iowa classrooms. Who could ever need more than 8 gigs, right? And now flash drives have 1 and even 2 terabytes capacity. Today's Alexa and Siri and Cortana, I didn't even know about that one, and Google Assistant can instantly tell students just about any fact known to humanity. Technology in the classroom has progressed from assistive devices to essential skills and knowledge around computing and digital communication. As Tony Wagner wrote in his landmark book, Creating Innovators, today's knowledge is free, like air. And that makes the job of educators more important than ever to help students process, use, evaluate, and communicate information, again, all using technology. ITEC serves Iowa very well in developing digital citizens, empowered learners, and global thinkers. And I want you to know that my administration is committed to supporting the work that you do every day. Just in the last couple of years, the State Board of Education has implemented computer science standards. We've secured $1.5 million for computer science teacher professional development. We've scaled a number of digital learning programs through the Governor's STEM Advisory Council, including Bootstrap, Computer Science Discoveries, Fundamentals and Principles, Project Lead the Way, Computer Science, and Technology Association of Iowa's Hyperstream, just to name a few. And the STEM Council, working with the Department of Education, just launched the Computer Sciences Elementary Project. And I am so proud to have the opportunity to help transform 12 high-poverty elementary schools across our state into models of computer science innovation. And thanks to a wonderful public-private partnership which funded the planning grants to get started, we're going to just hopefully see this continue to grow and expand to other school districts across the state of Iowa. And it's good news that a few years ago, Iowa became a one-to-one state in terms of devices available for student use. All of Iowa's work aligns very well with the recently published federal STEM education 5-year strategic plan. Charting a Course for Success, America's Strategy for STEM Education, charges the U.S. STEM community with prioritizing digital literacy, cyber education, and computational thinking to prepare all of today's students for tomorrow's opportunity. So I think it's fair to say that as a state and a nation, we're with you, ITEC. But we also have a lot of work ahead to do together. Rapidly expanding computer science instruction is at the top of my list because it's critical that we equip children for successes in a digital economy. And the gap between elementary, middle school, and high schools that have computer science opportunities and those that don't is something that we need to change. Meanwhile, as we all know, jobs increasingly demand more knowledge about how computers work, not just how to browse the internet. Learning basic computer science skills early gives students the confidence to decide later to study it in depth so that they can innovate and solve problems using technology. And this will create a stronger workforce pipeline by opening the doors for more young people, including women and minorities who are underrepresented in computer science jobs. So I've directed my team to work on a computer science expansion plan, so stay tuned. We'll be working with you and getting input as we move through this. So as governor, I'm proud to be partnering with all of you in the outstanding work that you are doing to prepare young Iowans for a dynamic future. So thank you all for being here and taking time out of your busy lives. And thank you so much for your passion and for the very, very important work that you do on behalf of our young people. Thank you. Have a great conference.